Hi everyone, welcome back to the audit and attestation class. In this class of specific procedure to obtain sufficient appropriate evidence, we'll be covering part 2 of audit data analytics. Yes, you heard it right, audit data analytics, and this one is the continuation of the part 1. Please go through the part 1 as well. So in this class, we'll be covering in detail of the category of data analytics used in the audit. So let's dive into part 2 of audit data analytics.
Now coming to the category of data analytics used in audit. So there are different category of data analytics used in the audit procedure. One is descriptive analysis. Have you heard about? I think we discussed this one before as well. In chapter 3, I think, descriptive analytics. Do you remember what is descriptive analytics? You guys remember
using
what is
past data to analyze current data or future relationships, something like that. But ये back पे था.
Yeah,
I
think it was in back. Yeah.
उसमें descriptive, prescriptive or predictive analysis था.
Predictive analysis. Yes, same. All these three are being here as well. So much commonalities. Yeah, descriptive, prescriptive, and what was the third one? Predictive analysis. So descriptive analysis is based on the historical data. So like I said, in the data analytics tools, you have current year data, you have previous year data, right? When you go to the next year and use the data analytics tools, so you'll be having historical like 2-year back data, 3-year back data, 4-year back data. So you can see like trend year over year, historical data movement, right? So that can help you in gaining the high level understanding of the size, range, location, or you can say other descriptive value of the data to analyze throughout the audit period. So descriptive analytics technique, it actually help in achieving the understanding, for example, summary of statistics, right? It summarize set of observation you have identified in earlier period, right? Data sorting, it arranges the data in more meaningful order. Aging of the data, maybe like if you want to analyze period over period change in the customer balances, period over period change in litigation claims and assessment, period over period change in, you can say, your borrowings, period over period change in, let's say, your supplier balance or vendor balance, right? And then it result into data reduction as well. So have you heard about term data redundancy?
Yes, heard, but don't know the meaning.
Sorry?
Sir, I'm saying I've heard, but I don't know the meaning.
So data redundancy is like removing the duplicate data, right? So here you have all the data in the tool. So you do not need the same data in different files, right? It's being available at one repository place, which you can extract at any point of time in any format you like it, and as and when it has been required, right? So this is about descriptive analysis, which help you understanding the current and historical trend and the relationship between those trends in a quick summarized way, if I say so. Second is diagnostic analytics. Diagnostic analytics is actually an advanced analytics that help in examination of data or content to respond the question, why did it happen, right? What is the correlation? What is the pattern? What is the relationship among the data to explain the outcome? This analysis is mainly used to determine the root cause analysis. So this is like very advanced level of analytics. If you see, have you heard about Google Analytics?
Yes, sir.
Have you heard about LinkedIn Analytics?
Yes, sir. I've heard analytics.
SurveyMonkey में भी I think जो होते हैं.
Yeah, SurveyMonkey, yes.
वो भी I think वो जब correlation define करते हैं कि और if depending on the questions what we frame on that. So if there is any correlation between two questions, so it prepares a line graph and a bubble scatter chart as well.
Yeah. So yeah, Avneet, you are also saying something.
Sir, I had seen analytics on Instagram and Facebook, and like how many people saw the post, how many people liked it,
Yeah.
retweets.
So, for example, if you're searching anything, let's say, for example, after this class, you go to Amazon and you search like you want to buy a laptop, right? Immediate after that, you will start seeing the ad either on your Facebook or your Instagram or on your LinkedIn or on the Google for the respective laptop companies, right? Do you see that kind of trend? How exactly it is coming? It's coming from like those analytics which these companies share among themselves and do the advertisement for you. So here, like they are trying to understand not only the numbers which you shared, but more on the behavior, trend, and pattern as well, which what you are looking for. For example, if you go to the Google and you search for a flight from, let's say, Delhi to Mumbai, right? Immediate after that, you start getting a lot of, you can say, advertisement from Trivago, TripAdvisor, GoIbibo, and so many companies about like Mumbai hotels or Delhi to Mumbai flights and so on and so forth, right? Make my trip, yatra.com, right? So these all are actually using diagnostic analytics. They are diagnosing the relationship, or they are diagnosing the requirement of the customer and accordingly started supplying the required need. One is that. Second is diagnostic analytics is being used for the root cause analysis. This is being very majorly used by, you can say, federal agencies or government agencies when they analyze any financial crime or criminal case. So like, for example, if they are planning to analyze, let's say, like this, you might have heard like ED is putting raid on this and that, so on and so forth, right? These days it's very common and popular, right? Have you heard about this?
Yes, sir.
Right. So how actually they are getting the data? Through these, you can say, insights and inputs from the various source, where they do correlation analysis among the different routes, and then they try to get into the root cause analysis to reach to some conclusion, right? So there are so many techniques for using the diagnostic analytics. Like one is clustering technique. Clustering means grouping the respective data based on the nature, or maybe based on the size, or based on the characteristics of the data. Second is drill down and drill through analysis. So some of you have done like journal entry testing through data analytics, right? Have you, any of you have done like journal entry testing through data analytics? Yes,
so we have done that.
right? So what exactly you do?
So ideally,
Yeah.
we can go to the lowest level of journal entry. So that's what we can do. We can drill down each time.
Yeah. So drill down approach is basically, you will see like month on month movement. And let's say in 1 month you selected, you have identified abnormality, right? You click on that month, they will give you the entire list of journal entry in that respective month, right? In that respective month, you will see, let's say 100 journal entries, and out of which you see there's one abnormal journal entry or two abnormal journal entry. So you can further drill down to those two journal entry to understand who has made this entry, which account is debited, which account is credited, and who has approved this journal entry. So that is called drill down approach or drill through analysis, where you can reach to the root cause of the problem, right? Next is data mining and discovery. So data mining and discovery is actually a process of extracting and discovering the pattern in a large data set, involve like methods at the intersection of machine learning, statistics, algorithm, database system, and so on and so forth. So here data mining is basically, you have the entire data stored at one place, and then from that data you are extracting the respective reports on a need basis, and you are doing like discovery of the root cause from those database, right? For that, you will be running a lot of machine learning. You might be learning sometime AI. You might be implementing some algorithm to reach to those root cause analysis, which has resulted into problem in the respective data. Next is variance analysis, that we all know. Period over period analysis, that also we clearly know. Next is data profiling. Have you heard about this term before? Data profiling? Or it's a new terminology for each one of us? Yeah, Kashish, Sanchit, no idea. Nimisha. Okay, so data profiling is actually profiling the data based on their characteristics and nature into the respective group, similar to like clustering. So here you are have you heard about chart of accounts? Yeah, Kush, Sanchit.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Chart
sir.
of account, right? So what is chart of account? So they give you the list of all journal ledgers, right? Accounts number, and to those accounts number has been tagged to which particular financial statement line item. Whether those like 10 accounts are going in cash and bank, 10 accounts are going in account payable, 10 accounts are going in borrowings, some accounts are going in revenue, some accounts are going in expense, some accounts are going in salary, right? That's how chart of account is, right? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So what exactly you're doing with those chart of account? So you're profiling the respective account to the respective financial statement line item, so that after that, when you extract the trial balance, it can easily be converted into the financial statement, right? Makes sense? That is called data profiling. Next is sequence check. Have you heard about this term before? Sequence check. Any idea? Yes, no, maybe, may not be. Kashish, Kush, Sanchit.
So not sure, maybe, but can it be related to that the POs are in order or like sequence? Is that what it is talking about, or it's
Yes,
like normal sequence?
absolutely true. So is your sales order, or maybe sales invoice are sequentially numbered, right? So checking the sequence of your sales, purchase, document number, payrolls, employee number, right? That is called sequence check. Checking the order of data, like either in ascending order or in descending order. That is called sequence check. So these are tools and techniques used for diagnostic analysis. Why sequential check is being important for diagnostic analysis? So for example, you're using invoice number 1 to 100 for your sales during the year, and there is 2 or 3 invoices are missing. So that may result into any risk of material misstatement, right? Yes, no?
Yes, sir.
That is an unusual thing, because like ideally all your sales invoice to be properly sequenced. If something is missing, then your like GST or VAT, you can say authority people will come and create the noise, right? And it may result into any fraudulent activity as well. So for example, your salesperson has billed an invoice, but they have collected the money at their own, and it's not reflecting in your company account balance, right? So there's a risk of misappropriation of the company's funds as well, right? Make sense? Next is predictive analysis. What is predictive analysis? In predictive analysis, we use the historical data and facts to make the prediction and estimate and assertion about the prediction and estimate about the future event. Prediction and estimates about the future events, right? So in predictive analysis, based on historical data, like for example, warranty provision, right? Provision for litigations, claims, assessment, right? Provision for long-term employee benefits. How do you make that? Based on historical data and current data, you predict how much will be the outflow of the cash for your company, right? So that is called predictive analysis. Predictive analysis looks to answer the question of what will happen in future, right? Common predictive analysis techniques include regression analysis, forecasting analysis, time series modeling, classification, sentiments analysis as well, right? Last one is prescriptive analysis. Descriptive, prescriptive, descriptive, predictive, and prescriptive. These are three major analytics. In addition to that, the fourth one is diagnostic analysis, right?
These are like tongue twisters.
Sorry?
These are like tongue twisters.
Yeah. Descriptive, predictive, and prescriptive. Prescriptive is more complex and more detail-oriented analysis. These are the most advanced and complex type of analytics. In prescriptive analysis, typically build on the predictive analysis, that means historical data, and shift the focus from addressing what will happen in future to how to make something happen, right? So here, what is the difference between predictive analysis? Predictive analysis, they take historical data and predict the future, what could be happen in future. Whereas in prescriptive analysis, you understand the trend and then see how you can make it happen in future if you want to achieve something, right? For example, let's say in 2020, right, the company has started and they built certain things, right? In 21 they reached to break even, and in 22 they have start acquiring the market share and profitability. Now they want to be a unicorn, right? So they have seen like historically what they have did to achieve at this level, and based on that, based on historical trend, what they want to achieve in next 2 years, right? They can build the prediction what they want to achieve and build the pipeline or build the working strategy to achieve that. That is called prescriptive analysis. As in the name, prescriptive analytics prescribe the course of action to help the optimization decision to reach to the desired outcome. Common prescriptive analysis techniques are what if analysis, decision support and automation, machine learning, natural language processing. Do you know what is natural language processing?
Each and every language has a certain slang, sir. Like for example, Kannada, we speak in different parts of Karnataka a different way. So the system has to analyze like which language is he talking, and how am I expressing the pronunciation and all that it has to analyze.
Have you heard about Alexa?
Yes, sir.
How actually he is processing the command through NLP only, right? Have you heard about Google Translator?
Yes, sir.
Right. What exactly Google Translator do?
Sir, it will automatically translate the particular
one language to another language, right?
Yes.
So if you want to use like from Hindi to English or Kannada to Hindi, or you can say Tamil to Hindi or Tamil to English, right? So you will be speaking in your language, but it will be converting into a different language for better understanding of other person, right? Right? Do any of you use like iPhone? So
yes,
you know, like Siri.
Yes, sir.
Right? So they all are using like natural language processing. So nowadays, whatsoever we are discussing, it's all being appropriately recorded in the Zoom, right? And it's going to their server, and they can extract this data, and they can use for like their business purpose or marketing purpose as well, right? So this is all called natural language processing, in which like the language can be converted from one form to another form, and it can be used for giving direction and it can be used for like in future it can be used for voice recognition, right? In case of any litigations, claims, or any such wrong illegal activity. So then those language, this natural language processing technique can be used to identify the person for whose language or whose words or whose communication or whose voice was there.
So like basically a company is taking the normal process of taking the scenarios and taking into the server. They are saving in their servers for the further research purpose.
Yeah, for example, like nowadays, you know, like reels are very trending on Insta, right? How many of you put reels on Insta?
Not me.
Yeah, not
yeah,
much.
there is a lot of
but if you see, right, so they are like people are putting like their words, communications, videos on Insta, right? And Insta at the background do all the analysis based on NLP and identify which language and which topic are being heavily used on their platform, and accordingly they start trending those things for giving better user experience on their platform, right?
Yes,
Yeah, you don't know in which world you are living. Nothing is private. I'm telling you,
right.
everything is available at public platform.
Recently I was studying an article, sir. So in that our phones basically have multiple sensors, and from our phone also they can extract like what are our normal activity.
Yeah,
What we are doing.
so you have like face recognition in your mobile.
Yes, sir.
Right? So they know what are you doing and where are you doing, right? So yeah, so this is all about like a different type of analytics which can be used in data analytics through the data analytics tool, right?